here, and happy Wednesday. It's so funny that I come on pretty much every Wednesday. I come on live to talk to you about art, creativity, and service design. If you're new here, I'm Anne LaFollette, and I am a surface pattern designer, and I create my own line of shirts. This is one of my repeating patterns that is now a beautiful blouse that I'm wearing today. I also teach several courses. One is called From Doodles to Dollars, and another one is called the Pattern Design Academy. And I have been doing this now for over 60 years, where I come online on Wednesdays on my Facebook business page, also in my big Facebook group that's called Anne's Art Club, and also now on my YouTube channel to talk to you about art, creativity, and service design. Because I had to reinvent myself in my late 50s when I got laid off from my fancy corporate job. And the only reason I'm starting out this way today is because I actually wasn't live last week. I was in Paris. And I took my family as a belated Christmas present to Paris. That's my husband and my son, who's 27. And we just had the most amazing time. And I'm going to tell you all about the trip, and I'm going to tell you about all my favorite places in Paris because I go every year. I usually go by myself for my business because I am in surface pattern design, and Paris is an amazing place for surface pattern design inspiration. But that's actually not the topic of today's broadcast. I'm going to definitely cover that in more detail in the coming weeks. You'll be able to read about it in my blog, and I'll be able to share it with you here during my live broadcasts. But today, I wanted to, first of all, say hi to all of you and say thank you so much for joining me live. And if you're watching the replay, you are very welcome here as well. And I am super excited to actually be talking to you today about a really, really interesting opportunity for you to consider in your existing creative business. And that is memberships, adding a membership to your creative business. So for those of you who are here live with me, jump into the comments because I can see the comments from a couple of different places. I want to say hi to each and every one of you. And Sherry is saying she's finally catching a live. Hello, Sherry. It's great to see you. I'm glad you're able to be here live with me today. But I'm super curious, when you think about memberships, what immediately comes to mind? Because the thing is, we are already in all kinds of memberships, and we may not think about them that way. Meaning, the electric bill you pay every month is a recurring membership. Any newspapers or magazines that you subscribe to, those, you think of them as a subscription, but they're also a membership because you're in the membership of people who get that particular magazine or that newspaper. You are also potentially in a gym membership, right? You might go to a gym membership, or maybe you're in a book club, and the book club might actually be free, but you might also be in a knitting group. Or maybe you actually are a part of something that you go to that you do pay for, that is a recurring creative activity that you do. And hello, Sue's Floor. It's great to see you. And thank you so much also, Judy Hayes, for wishing me happy Easter. I had such a fabulous Easter. I did. You can see these beautiful flowers behind me, continuing to celebrate Easter. Streaming services, exactly. Streaming services, that is a subscription, right? If you're on Netflix or HBO Max or the Disney Channel, or there's so many of them, right? How about Amazon Prime? Are you a member of Amazon Prime? You pay something every year for that as opposed to paying monthly, and you get extra special services as a result. So they are everywhere, and one of the most important things to understand about a membership which brings in recurring revenue is it makes your business 10 times more valuable than if you have a business where you're selling things on a one-off basis. So many of us who are creative, we create one piece of artwork and we sell that in a gallery or we sell it at a craft show, but you can only sell it one time. When you have something in your business that is a membership-based offering, you have people signing up for it at different times of the year when you actually open it up to bring in new members. And existing members are either paying you, maybe they decide, maybe you have two offers. You have an annual offer that gives people several months free, so let me say that again. Usually the way we offer our memberships is you have one option which people can pay for an entire year of the experience with you, and they usually get a couple months free for that because you want to reward them for committing to the whole year. And then you also offer a monthly option where just come in for a month, check it out, you can cancel at any time, and then of course you can renew it month after month. But think about it for a second. When you think about all of the different things that you're currently paying for, many of the things you pay for in your daily life, especially around entertainment, are membership based. And hello, Dusty Dara from beautiful Colorado. It's great to see you joining me from my YouTube channel. Hey, Dusty, it's great to see you. So Dusty was most recently in my From Doodles to Dollars program that wrapped up a couple weeks ago, and so it's lovely to see your name pop up again. So in any event, let me keep talking about this topic because it's super important, and my bestie, one of my besties, and he's an incredible mentor of mine, his name is Stu McLaren, and if you've never heard of him, I'm telling you right now, you want to take his free workshop that starts tomorrow. And in the description of the video, of the broadcast you're watching right now, there's my affiliate link to sign up for his workshop. It starts tomorrow and it's free. So no commitment, right? You can participate, learn everything he's going to be teaching over the course of the next 10 days to 2 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks long. He's an incredible, he has been doing this now for over 25 years. He's been teaching about memberships and how to add a membership to your business. And of course, I'm in the creative space, and so I very specifically support everyone who goes through that, the workshop. If you sign up through my affiliate link, I'm also going to support you to come up with creative ideas for your own membership in your creative business, something that you're already doing, you love doing it, but you can create a membership around it so that you can bring recurring revenue into your business. So I wanted to share 3 ideas with you, but tell me in the comments, because you probably, first of all, tell me if you have a membership already. If you have a membership already, say yes in the comments and tell me what it is. For example, do you offer paint parties on an ongoing basis? Like maybe once a month you have a paint party. Maybe you're not the one doing the paint party, but you go to somebody else and you pay for it every time you go. So technically it's a recurring income from that person if you go to that paint party once a month. Is that something that you do? Or is that something that you might want to do yourself to create your own, if you love to paint and you paint all the time, you could absolutely create a membership around painting and showing people your techniques for painting, sharing the supplies and resources that you use in your own painting, teaching the techniques that you use and that you practice all the time. It's something that you love, you're doing it anyway, and so you could turn it into a paid membership that would bring in recurring revenue into your business as a totally new way to bring revenue into your business and to continue to grow your audience, because then you can also share all the work that everyone's doing and create a lot of excitement around it. So that's one idea, right? But tell me in the comments if you're already offering a membership or if you have sort of a glimmer of an idea of what you might be able to create as a membership. So I have a membership. So one of the programs that I offer several times a year is called From Doodles to Dollars. That actually is it only costs $10. And it's not a recurring revenue thing. It's basically a mini course. And I teach you how to create your first repeating pattern from scratch. From a little sketch, I help you bring it into Adobe Illustrator, and then I show you all of the techniques you need to learn, super simplified, broken down step by step by step in my Doodles mini course. Then if you want to continue working with me, I offer my Pattern Design Academy program, which is my 6-week course. It's a signature course. It costs a little under $2,000. It's really going to college. It's a college level course that I offer to help you become a professional surface designer and really hone your skills, learn how to be a master at Adobe Illustrator, and also how to start to create a creative business around your artwork. And then when you finish that program, you have the option to come into my membership. So I have a membership. And so my customers come, and many of you start with Doodles, then you come into the Academy, and then you come into my membership. And my membership is called Anne's Atelier. Atelier is the French word for creative studio. And in that membership, I'm continuing to teach because our teaching never ends, right? Our ability to learn, our knowledge needs to continue to always improve, especially as you get into more of the business side of how to turn your business, your art business into a profitable venture. So Dusty says you go to a monthly massage membership. So that's awesome. Very good. For many of us have these really great things that we do for our health. That's fantastic. How about, are you in any kind of membership around food? So, a lot of these new memberships have popped up where I think it's called like Blue Apron is one of them, where you subscribe to be a member of Blue Apron and then they'll deliver for you as many times as you decide you want to, the meals that you're going to cook in the evening. And so when my son was getting ready to go off to college, he wanted to learn how to cook because he knew he was going to be in dorms and in living situations where he was going to eventually have a kitchen. And so we subscribed to Blue Apron for a period of time so that we could assist him in learning how to cook. And it was really fun. And it was a great membership to be a part of. And then when we didn't need it anymore, we canceled the subscription. But there are subscriptions that just come in all different shapes and sizes. So we already talked about like the paint party concept. Now, that doesn't have to be an in-person thing. So one of my students who has a fabulous membership, it's a painting membership, but it's all online. Because in today's world, you're not near me, right? I don't know how many of you guys live in Northern California outside of San Francisco, but most of you are somewhere else. You're in Kentucky, right? Or you're in Colorado. And yet we are now in this beautiful creative community together. And I can continue to teach you and to support you and to help you continue to make progress to achieve your creative goals. And I don't need to be in your hometown. So you could teach something that you love to do and that you do all the time, whether maybe that's knitting. And you want to have a membership around knitting, and you can actually offer that to people through the power of the internet, and you could teach it using Zoom, or you could teach it inside a private Facebook group. And right, so the opportunities are amazing when you start to think about it. And one of the things that Stu's going to really focus on starting tomorrow is he's going to help you really start to think differently about something that you already do and that you absolutely love. And how could you turn that into something that brings in recurring revenue into your business? And you can do it in today's world based on all the technology that's available to us and the global audience that you can reach that makes it incredibly powerful. And also super doable, right? Super doable. So first example was painting, whether it's an in-person paint thing that you're doing in your local market, or whether it actually is a membership that is an online membership where you're teaching painting. And my friend Maria Alzanier has that type of a painting membership. It's a she lives in Sweden, but many of her students are here in the United States, and then she also has a whole bunch that are in Scandinavia. So that's one idea. How about paper products? How about having a membership around all the paper products that you create? So I'm actually looking down at my table because I have a whole stack of greeting card sets from one of my students whose name is Tosh Zahn. She lives up in Alaska, and she is a watercolor artist. She's watercolor and ink. She does watercolor, and then she adds black ink on top of her watercolor. It's really beautiful. And I just ordered from her like 15 sets of her greeting cards, and she actually has a greeting card membership. So think about this for a second. She creates tons of greeting cards. She sells them both retail and wholesale. But she decided, well, I could also offer that as a membership because people actually like to get real mail. Have you noticed that recently, that it's really, when you get something in the mail that like a card that somebody actually wrote on, it's like so refreshing that it is a piece of mail that came like literally to your house, and you open it up and it's got the person's, handwriting on it. And so her greeting card membership is all about, sign up for my greeting card membership. I think that it's 6 months long, but you can then renew it for another 6 months if you want to. But every month you'll get a pack of cards, and she doesn't just send the cards. She sends you the cards, and there's also a really cute little sticker that you can use when you close the card before, on the back that matches the design on the front. And she also sends you a list of the topics that you might want to write about in the card that you're sending. And she gives you all these ideas about who do you want to write to. Because I think we've lost the art of sending cards to people, right? I think that we've lost kind of the art of writing to each other, writing letters or sending greeting cards or even postcards. So that is kind of the second idea I wanted to share with you. And but I also want you guys to jump in, and what does this spark? So there are several other ideas that I wanted to share. One is around crocheting. Another member of my community has totally gotten into crocheting. And there's also a woman who I've met through a mastermind program I'm in. She knits, and her knitting membership is so fascinating because just think about it. When you're knitting something and you have a knitting membership, you actually need your members to get a packet from you with whatever the supplies are for what you're going to be teaching them that month. And those, in her particular case, they're knitting supplies. It's usually the knitting, that's actually the laine. What's the word in English? Is it called oh gosh, I'm having a senior moment where I can only think of the French word for yarn. Yarn, that's the word I was looking for. Right, so she sends them a little packet of the yarns that they're going to use, and then in the membership they learn how to knit the one thing together, and they all do it together. And of course she has an incredible social media channel, and she shares pictures of her students who have completed the assignment. But that is another incredibly fun thing. That's a hobby that you're going to, she's going to do it anyway, and so why not do it with a whole bunch of other people who are passionate about that particular topic? So you could do this with, if you love to quilt, you could create a quilting membership. And because I'm in the surface pattern design space, there's all kinds of synergies with the way in which you could supply people with the actual pieces of fabric that are all coordinated that would go into a quilt. So I always love to show this one. This is one of my beautiful quilts. These are all repeating patterns that I've created, and then actually one of my students made this quilt for me. It's absolutely gorgeous. Love it. It's a lap quilt, so it's smallish. But you could have a quilting membership where you are sending people the beautiful repeating patterns that you've created that are in a coordinated color set, just like I teach you in my Academy program. And then you could also then have a ton of fun maybe it's not every month, maybe it's every quarter you're making a quilt, because they do take some time to make. But that's another great idea, right? Another great idea. So the idea basically is to open your mind to this idea, right? Open your mind to what does your creative business look like right now? And would it be possible for you to add a membership to your existing creative business? And if so, what would that look like? So I am going to let you go, because I never like to stay on for more than about a half an hour, because I know you're all very busy. But I would highly, highly encourage you to click the link that's in the description of this broadcast, which is my affiliate link for Stu McLaren's free workshop. You have nothing to lose. Learn more about it. He's the man to learn from. He's also very entertaining. And during the workshop itself, he's going to have you implement things. It's all free. He's going to have you implement things like right away. He's going to help you come up with the best idea. He's also going to talk to you about how you want to then move forward to create the membership itself, and then how to actually attract the right people to join your membership. So you're going to learn so much valuable information, and I actually go through it every single year because I have a membership and I want to continue to improve my membership. And so I'm always looking to see, well, what is he teaching right now about what's happening in memberships, so that I can be on my game, on my best game, to ensure that I am serving my members who are in my membership in the best way possible. And, I've been dreaming, I don't know if I should say this out loud, but I've been dreaming about launching a new membership. I've been dreaming about launching a new membership, and I think it's because Stu's going to be doing this free workshop, and he has a lot of people who go through the workshop and they launch their membership during the workshop, because he gives you everything you need to know to actually be able to get it out into the world and bring in your first set of members. So come on into the workshop with me, and you might see that I have a new membership that I might be offering during the workshop, if I don't get cold feet. And so let me see if you guys have any... Yes, exactly. So this is absolutely Jane. This shirt that I'm wearing is also in the quilt. It is. This is the same pattern. This beautiful pattern right here is. I also have it as a shirt. I love it. I love this design. Okay, so and thank you, Jane. You're so sweet. She said, "I'm always amazed at how generous you are and how much you provide to your members." Oh, you are so sweet to say so. So I'm going to let you go, but please join me in this workshop. I sent an email. So if you're on my email list, I sent you an email about it. There was a link in the email to sign up for the workshop. Let me also just share my screen really quickly so that you can see where it is. If you go to my website, and my website is annlefellettart.com. You can see that on screen right now. See up here in the search bar up here, it's just annlefellettart.com. And then if you click on this blog button, the big red blog button in the upper right, you can go to the blog that I wrote yesterday. And here he is. This is Stu McLaren. He is the membership guru. And if you want to read more about the power, this whole blog post talks to you about the power of recurring income, right? The recurring revenue, super, super powerful to have recurring revenue in your business. And so I also have there are places here where you can sign up for, there are clickable links in here and I give you other examples. I give you another example of a subscription box that one of my students, Marianne Walker-LeClaire, started. So his workshop is called Turn What You Already Know, Love, and Do into a Profitable Membership Business. And then you can click right here to sign up. This will go through my affiliate link. And it starts Thursday, which is tomorrow. So you can come to my website to sign up for it by going to the blog. It's also in the email that you got. If you're on my email list, you got an email from me on Tuesday morning. There was a link for you to sign up there as well. And I hope that you will join me. So without any further ado, I'm going to let you go to enjoy the rest of your beautiful day. I'll be back next Wednesday. I'll see you in the workshop in between times, but I'll also be back next Wednesday. And I always like to say in closing that I am Anne Follett, and it's never too late to create. Bye for now. And I'll see you next week, or sooner, in Stu's workshop. Bye for now.